Natasha, back for another YouTube video. So today's video is a hair video, of course. Like, you know that I love doing hair, and I do my friend's hair and my mom's hair, and I do quite a few people's hair. I will never go to school to do hair, but I just love doing it. It's something fun for me to do, and I've learned a lot over the years on how to do it and the concepts. I'm still not professional, I'm still not perfect, so don't judge the way I do things. But yeah, today I'm using a product that I've never used before. It's something new to me. When I had red hair like a few years ago, my hair was long, so I didn't ever do my roots. I would just touch up the red every few weeks with Manic Panic, which I still do, but I didn't care about my roots. It must have reddened, I can't really remember, it must have reddened my hair enough that I didn't ever have to lighten it or anything like that when I did touch it up, and I was red for quite some time. But I don't know, I need to test out that theory because I don't really remember and see if it will redden my roots just enough that I need it to or not. So we'll try that on a later date, but I'm not going to bleach it. I'm not going through that hassle. That was one reason why I veered away from being blonde, because it just got too much of a hassle, and my hair was getting unhealthy, and it's getting healthy again, so I'm not going to bleach it. So before we get into what I'm going to be using today, make sure you like, subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. Give me recommendations down below on things you might want to see. Again, I'm going to represent standalone apparel on Instagram, veteran owned, gym clothing, super comfy, super soft, super affordable clothing. Use code TASH15 for a discount for yourself. I love their clothing. I'm always rocking them because they're freaking bomb, and the owner is awesome, so get yourself some. They're always having discounts and stuff like that. But so let's get started in the video. So today I'm going to be using L'Oreal Technique High Color Highlights. This is for dark hair only, and it's in the color red. I'm going to be using it with 30 Salon Care 30 Volume Cream Developer. I got both these at Sally's. I've never used this. This is a new product that I've never used before. So fingers crossed it turns out okay. And this is just me wanting to try it and giving you guys a review. My friend that does, well, she is a beautician, but she doesn't do hair, she just works in a salon at the desk or whatever, has also heard good things about this, and I've watched a lot of videos on when I went red. I'm like, keep touching up the roots and stuff. A lot of people have used this and they've really liked it and had good outcomes, so fingers crossed I have the same thing. I haven't colored my roots in a while. As you can see, they're getting there, and holidays are coming up, and I'm gonna run out of time to do them, so I'm just gonna do them today. I've only been washing my hair like once a week, and it's due, so I figured why not do it today. And I do need to touch it up with the Manic Panic. I use Vampire Red and Manic Panic, which I just like Manic Panic. That's just personal preference. I need to touch it up with that. If you remember, my hair was like almost white, blonde before, and my natural hair color is almost black, as you can tell, and so my hair was super porous, and the red just was fading out really quick. It's holding really well this time, because last time it was literally after like 2 washes it was just pink. So it's holding on really well now, and my hair actually is starting to feel healthy again and not dry, so thumbs up to that. Yeah, but let's get started into the video. I'm taking two of my sons out to dinner tonight, so you can get this shit rolling and going. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I changed my shirt because I did not want to get that shirt dirty, get red on it. You're going to need a bowl, a brush, and then this says you can use 30 or 40 developer, but I never touch 40. I'm using 30, definitely not 40. And you're supposed to use, the instructions say to use the whole thing, but I'm not. I don't think I'll need the whole thing, so I'm going to use half, and then use half the amount of developer, which it says to mix this, measure 2.4 ounces of developer with this. Make sure it's just creamy, but I'm not going to use the whole thing. Also, get yourself gloves. I had a shit ton of gloves, and I have no idea where they went. So we're just going to hope I don't get anything on me, on my hands, because I'm still rocking that nasty burn on my finger. Do you see that? Gross. So I'm hoping I don't get it in there, because it's been already dry and cracking and breaking open nonstop. I thought I would turn on a nice fire behind me, but you guys can't even see it because my room is a mess over there. There's so many gifts that I wrapped last night, and it's just a mess. So maybe you can just hear the fire. Maybe that's peaceful, right? It's so cold outside, guys, in Indiana. Like, no, I'm not fond about it. About the winter coming. All right, I am terrible, and I legit do not use measuring cups. I just kind of go with the flow and mix on how I think it should look. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. That's just what I do. Okay, get off me. All right, guys, so this is about the consistency it looks like. It's not too runny, it's just creamy. And let's get started. I suck with the back of my head so much. Like when I was doing my hair blonde, I did it myself, and it was freaking awful. Awful. Like I started getting the hang of it. It was just so awful, and it's so dark right now in here. It may look light because the lights are on, and I have you guys in front of my vanity light, but it's dark, and I can barely see what I'm doing, so that's cool. I always start at the top because if you didn't know, your hair processes faster on the top, because I'm also trying not to get some of my leggings because they're gray and it will stain. But it processes faster on the top, or on the bottom, because your hair is covering it. So the heat is down there more. Even though it's freaking freezing, so I'm not sure I can have heat anywhere at this point. So I'm just going to touch those areas. Alright guys, so as you will see, I filmed a really shitty clip of me doing the back of my hair, and the reason for that being is because it is really dark outside and cloudy and gloomy today, and my lights just were not helped. Like, it's super hard to do the back of your head if you've colored the back of your head, like, and you have to be cautious because I'm not trying to get everywhere. It's not an all over color. You have to just kind of, like, you're just trying to do your roots. It is super hard to do. And with that being said, I had to use my phone, like my big mirror in my bathroom, and then my phone to be able to see like behind me. So that is why there's not really a clip of me doing behind, because it is super hard. But as you can see in the video, I just started on one side of the top, did that, and then went to the other side, and then flipped that forward, clipped it up top, and then started going down my back. It already looks like it's changing, so that's a plus. It is 4:45, so I'm going to leave it on until like 5:10, around there. We'll see. The one thing that sucks is that the front, I don't know, it processed better when I was bleaching my hair in the front, I felt like, and in the back it was still yellow, even though the back usually processes faster, but that's because I didn't leave it on long enough in the back. Anyways, whatever, I'm gonna stop blabbering. This is why you need to use gloves though, because I'm gonna take my boys out to dinner and look like I murdered somebody. So I think I do have hair color, like stain remover, so I'm gonna use that and give it a try once I'm done rinsing it out, because there's no sense in doing it right now. I'm gonna let it sit, rinse it out, and then I'll check in with you. Okay guys, so I'm all done with that. The L'Oreal highlights, or high lift, whatever. So my hair looks a little crazy because I have not conditioned it yet, because I'm going to Manic Panic it first. So I think it did a pretty good job lifting me to red. I accidentally missed like right there, freaking course, but it did a really good job. So I'm very proud with it, and I definitely will be using it again. And I also wanted to mention that it smells really good. Like, it doesn't smell chemically or anything like that. Like, a lot of hair colors are so strong you can't even stand it, and this one wasn't bad. Like, it has a really nice scent to it. So definitely a thumbs up. And I think it was like $7 for the box, and I still have which I have short hair obviously, but if you're only needing it for your roots, I still have like half a tube left, even a little more than half, as you can see. So I'll have it enough for a few, probably 1, maybe 2 more times. So it's very inexpensive, and it got the job done. I looked at my watch when I was done applying it. I should have looked at it when I started applying it, but I didn't. But I looked at it when I was done, and I said 5:45, and then I rinsed it out at, or not 5:45, 4:45, my goodness. And then I rinsed it out at 5:10. So I left it in there for almost 30 minutes, which it says to leave it in there for 30 minutes, but I'd figured from the time I had started putting it on, it probably had been over 30 minutes for the top, probably like 35 minutes or so. So I rinsed it out around that time, and yeah, this is the result. So I dig it. Give it a try. Tell me if you guys give it a try. Let me know how it worked out for you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe, all that good jazz. I already said that in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again, and I appreciate every single one of you, and